Hi, what's up, you guys? It's Shane back with another video. We are doing another speed build here in New Crest, over in the neighborhood of Ridgeline Drive. See, I told you guys I would look it up, I would figure it out. But as I told you guys before, I think Ridgeline Drive really lends itself to a more commercial area. I don't remember exactly what the summary says. Didn't look at that, but I think that strip really does give commercial area. So I am building a rock climbing gym. I think I ended up calling it Belay's Gym because Belay sounds like a name. Haha. uh, dumb joke. Dumb joke. Yeah, but in the fitness stuff pack, we have that rock climbing wall. And I really love that item, and I think it's really fun for Sims to get fitness that way, especially when you have Snowy Escape installed as well, because it's a good way to train your Sims without having to go all the way to Mount Komorebi. So here you see me starting to do the build. I wanted to do something very industrial, very clean lines, very stark compared to the kind of like cozy vibes of the Cat Cafe and the darker goth. I don't want to say goth, but like the new Transylvanian vibes, life and death kick vibes of uh Belladonna's bar that I did previously. This one turned out to be very industrial. I'm not super happy with the furnishings, but there's not much else I can do about it because I don't like building gyms. I think they're really boring at times. I've built quite a few gyms, but I struggle to find things to put in there. I end up using spa day stuff in a lot of gyms. I don't think I did in this one. You know what? I might have. It's been like a week since I watched the speed build back, and I might have used spa day stuff and put a sauna upstairs. No, I didn't. I'm thinking of a different build that you'll see probably next week where I build a community pool because we only have one of those in the game. So, yeah. Welcome to me rambling again. I'm not sure if I'm going to start scripting these videos or what. I'm still trying to figure out everything. I'm trying to figure out if I should put audio underneath this, like music, like soft music, or, just try and get that game audio going. But I really wanted to mix packs here for this gym. And so you get the city living basketball court, and I think that's fun because unless you're in city, what is it, San Myshuno, you're not going to see basketball courts around the world unless you place them. And once again, I apologize. I am terrible about using so many packs. I'm going to try and do some limited pack builds in the future, which will be a challenge because I am so bad at limiting myself and telling myself no, um, when it comes to this stupid game. But you see me here just messing with the basketball court, trying to figure out how I want to make this landscaping and fence and basketball court all flow together. Um, but I have noticed, to answer the question of one of my friends earlier this month of, hey, how do you typically build? Do you typically do interior or exterior first? You do furnishings first? Apparently, I'm really big into doing exteriors first. Um, I just get carried away and I end up doing all the landscaping and everything all in one fell swoop, which then leaves me a little burnt out on the interior, but at least the outside of the building looks cute. Question mark. So yeah, right here I'm like starting the landscaping and just trying to figure out what I want to do. And you kind of will see me play around. And if there is any like gaps and jumps in the footage for whatever reason, it's because I had to go check on my dog. I have a 2-year-old pit bull named Castor who is a bit of a handful. I love him so much and I would not survive without him. But I love him so much and he gets into some trouble and he gets a little noisy, especially when I don't give him enough attention. So sometimes I have to pause the recordings and go run to get him. He will probably be on the channel eventually. Um, as well as I'm debating if I want to start doing face cam as well, and play some other games like Baldur's Gate or Stardew Valley, maybe some Coral Island. I haven't seen many people play that. Um, I'm debating on doing some Let's Plays for Sims 4, like the Black Widow Challenge, the Runaway Teen, some Legacies, like the Not So Berry, and really challenging myself to stick to that and film. I may do batch filming, so you might see me wearing the same outfit for like 12 days in a row, but I think you'll forgive me. Um, yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking, I'm plotting. I have a whole list in Google Drive of what I might do. I had this whole idea of making the Baldur's Gate characters in Sims 4, but of course, because I don't use custom content, it would be reimagine Baldur's Gate characters as if they were Sim 4 townies, but better townies, because we all know that the townies in the Sims are a little sus at times. You know what I mean? Like they walk around and they've got that eyeball ring and like the bowler hat on, and you're like, what the heck? Or like they've just got like the wildest thing on. Yeah, so it I've been having fun with this, and I'm gonna keep doing this until I stop having fun. Um, or until this becomes a job for me. I don't know. Um, I just want to have a good time right now, and this is bringing me joy. So, um, so now I am building like I am heavily inspired by Little Simsy. So I'm building a little entrance greeting area for the gym because I think that is really freaking cute to have. Oh, I have to place stairs for it first. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself as always. But I'm trying to build like an entry like sign in desk. Cause like you know, if you go to a gym, you have to like scan in or like sign in or whatever. You can't just like walk in. So like theoretically, you could turn this lot into a small business and put a ticket kiosk if you had um, business and businesses and hobbies, which would be pretty cool. Ooh, maybe I should build a tattoo parlor. I haven't done that yet. Sorry. Uh, the ADHD demons get me sometimes. But I played around with this a bunch. I had fun building it, but not as fun as some of the other builds I do. Uh, I just really wanted a place that my sim can go rock climbing because I'm starting into in my own personal game. I'm starting into a new generation, and she's still a child, but I want her to have a bunch of different hobbies and a bunch of different options. And I'm thinking right now she's a kid, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have her like learn piano and start like maxing out skills because I want her to eventually like start a ceramics business in her mom's name after her mom dies to be like, oh, my mom was like a chief of police all her life, but her true love was ceramics. So I'm going to do what we both loved and start a business. And I think that's a really fun storytelling element that I could do. Which, if you don't know, I have a degree in creative writing and English. I love telling stories. I love writing and figuring out different plot points and what I can do. So I like to also have my businesses tell stories. So when you see me like build homes or businesses or whatever, there might be little things. Like if you go on my gallery, I've got this one called Dual Sisters Strip Mall. And the idea was you have twin sisters, one who created a bridal shop and one who created like a hot topic. And they own it, like they inherited it from their parents, and they were like, well, let's just open up shops. And one was like, well, I want to open up this kind of shop, and the other one was like, well, I want to open this one. And they're like, well, there's a good thing there's two spaces here. That one would probably also work well for a small business if people were so inclined. I did have to upload it without mannequins because for a while there was a glitch in the game where you couldn't download builds. It would crash your game if there were mannequins in it, and it was so annoying. Um, but back to the build. I am trying to place like a stereo or something downstairs and try and figure out what to do with this like little nook I put. But at the end of the day, like I get so frustrated because stereos don't place on wall units well, like on nightstands or like side tables, which I think is so dumb because some of them would fit so nicely there, but they just go, "No, you can't do that. That's not allowed." And I'm like, "Cool. I guess I'll just suffer." So now I'm just building the restrooms, which I kept pretty small and simple. I think they each have a shower. They each have a toilet and a sink, and I might have managed lockers outside because I do enjoy having lockers in these builds. Um, I just kept this build pretty simple. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have normally uploaded it, but I was trying to batch film and I was like, "Oh, I'll build a rock climbing gym." And then like it's not one of my favorite builds. I really like my community pool that you'll see next week because I think that one turned out pretty cute cuz you could probably also do like a community center with it or something. I also like to include kids in my builds, so I was able to do that with that other build. This one not so much. I was planning to like add some like kids play things, but I don't know about you. I wouldn't take a kid sim to a gym. I just wouldn't think of it. I'm on a mission. I'll leave them at home. I'm pretty much an abandoner when I come to young sims in the game because I'll be like, I got missions to do with the parents. But yeah, so now you see me adding treadmills and boxing stuff, and the build is almost over. Like, there's not much to it. I kept it very, very simple. I didn't add a lot of clutter. You would see clutter at a gym, but like, it's all staffing stuff. Oh my gosh, I had such a hard time figuring out how to decorate up here so you wouldn't like notice the roof line thing, and I end up going back and forth on using that fitness stuff, but it looks so stupid. So I ended up just using bowling night stuff, which was insane. But I like to think like whoever built this gym or like whoever like owns it just really likes bowling. They like rock climbing and bowling. Those are their two traits. So yeah, now you can see I'm trying to put speakers up without like it looking ugly, which I always struggle with. Um God, I love this like mosaic tile thing that came with City Living. I think it's really cool to add in places. But now we're gonna get into the tour. And once again, I want to apologize for my free cam issues because I'm not good at it. You can watch me like slowly get closer and farther, and now you can see me naming it Blaze Gym. I or Blaze Fitness. I don't remember. Um it's up on my gallery. My name on there should be Shane the Spirit. If it is not, I will update that as soon as possible. But I do know that the Sims gallery is a little bugged out and it's hard to find things. Um, so yeah, oh my gosh, I forgot that I like spent 5 minutes just trying to figure out the fucking name. Um, I try not to curse in these videos, but sometimes it slips out, and I'm way too lazy to re-record everything just because I said I dropped a not a dropped a curse. Like I don't make these videos for kids. Yes, they could be considered kid friendly, but I'm not wild about that. So now you can see I'm selecting some traits for the lot. I'm just trying to figure it out. But we should be getting into the tour soon. Um yeah. And once again, like I'm not good at free cam. I don't know if I should try and get Mexi's better build tool because his free cam is a little bit better. I need to learn how to go faster in it because holy shit, this is so slow. But like this is like if you're just taking a leisurely walk up to the gym. This is so freaking goofy. I'm so sorry, guys. I will get better at editing and mixing and doing everything. This one I'm gonna upload without music in the background until the very end. But this will be a short tour because there's not much to see. But then you get the gym. I managed to put 4 rock walls in there, which I think is really good. And I love the big windows. I love how light it feels. I think having like dank, scary gyms are unpleasant. I didn't put handrails. Interesting choice, but it's The Sims. It's not like they can die from falling downstairs. Um, anyways, that would be crazy if they could. If you made a sim a klutz and then they could fall downstairs. I think I managed to show you one bathroom because it's just the same. But yeah, we're coming to the end of the video. So if you liked it, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna be trying to upload every Sunday. It might become more frequent with more content I make. I am looking to expand. Let me know what you want to see, if there's any games you want to see me play. But yeah, That's it. Bye.